Hello, welcome to another tonalist landscape oil painting demonstration. This is your painter in residence, M. Francis McCarthy, and the painting I'm bringing you today is called Path Near the Village. I painted this one quite a while back. April 12th to be precise. How about that? Um, it's a 3.5 by 5, and I have done a version of this scene that was a horizontal not that long ago. So if you think this looks familiar, you might go, hmm. And funny enough, I thought that scene had so much potential. I'm really happy with this painting and the other little painting I did as well. But it wasn't. There were things like about it that I wasn't able to pull off that were in the reference that I keep. That's one of the reasons I keep, I think, expressing it in these smaller sizes. It has a lot to offer as far as color. I loves me, a focal tree. We all know I love a good path. Um, the thing is like there were these in the reference. Actually, you could check out the reference right there in the members area. It's $6 a month, and split that with old Google. And thank you, Google, for hosting all my content. I really appreciate it. We could get down on them because they're the big guy. But hey, I'm appreciative. Anyway, yeah, you could check out that reference, color mixing session, 4K, no ads, and the struggle is real in the studio. So I don't think there's anyone else on YouTube, by the way. At some point, maybe somebody will discover this. That I don't think there's another painter on YouTube that has done what I do here, which is basically record just about everything I do. Now, not everything makes it on the channel, but I record everything I do. It's all every hour that I paint, pretty much, is recorded in some way and shared. Most of it, In fact, if it isn't shared, there's gonna be a good reason. Maybe the painting wasn't that good, or maybe who knows? Who knows what those? Oh, what does happen is the recording process, doesn't work sometimes, but that really tends to kind of get me upset. Anyway, we are working on a bit of it's MDF. It's not hardboard, and it's softboard. But quite a pleasant surface to paint on, and it's been prepped with two good solid layers of house paint that are kind of tinted to a sort of kind of burnt sienna-y tone. And the painting there, underdrawing slash underpainting, that looks like a heaping helping of burn umber assisted with some alizarin crimson. Anyway, we're jumping in color now, and for the sky. Now, these a lot of times these say it's a bit of a deception. You think, oh, the sky will be easy here, but because there's not much of it. But there's challenges involved with that. How do you have a cloud coming in? How far does it go through the trees? Let's put it this way. At the worst that you have to do is make sure the sky is not distracting. The best is that it's enhancing and really selling the emotion of the painting. I was pretty happy with what I did here. It's kind of a loose, kind of fractured sort of approach. Painting this small has got its own challenges too, let me tell you. One of the main things is that you have to be unless, of course, you're doing it with a very, very tiny brush, which this isn't what we're after. We're after a loose, expressive, impressionist sort of approach. Yeah. Although we're not doing impressionism, and there's some good reasons why. The basis of the color modality is tonal, not impressionist. And impressionist is a whole other way of thinking about color. Unfortunately, the word impressionist was used quite a lot by a lot of people before the group that were lucky enough to be called impressionists, snagged the title. But we're all doing, as artists, we're all doing impressions Oh, you know what? Here comes the book, and oh, I usually speed it up a little more. This is kind of a bit slow today, but let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. It was a lot of work to put it together. I think every idea that I think was incredibly important to create good paintings is in there. Just sent two out today to the post office, and appreciate the orders, appreciate the support. $60 US. International shipping is included. I'll get it to you anywhere on the planet. I'll happily do that. Okay, so you know what? Let's watch the painting come together a bit. Not just, if you don't mind. I'm going to put this video up a day early. I've been wanting to do Wednesday video, but I was waiting for this headset because my old headset died, and I don't know if this sounds better. At least it's a headset. I don't like the. I do have a microphone which I use for my music and stuff, but I don't like how that picks up all the background noise, the chair creaking, and the TV in the other room and things like that. So, one thing I've been kind of thinking about, and I don't know if you've been watching, well, I've talked about it on the channel, the AI, and pertaining to art. But then this last week, a lot of stuff coming up on my YouTube feed about the AI music and stuff that you wouldn't believe. Honestly, I mean, it's not like the Beatles or anything like that, but some food chain is using an AI song for their chain of restaurants, and it isn't a bad little pop commercial song. So this is going to affect people, and I think the video that I saw was talking about. Now, this isn't a music channel or anything, but this all pertains to the visual art as well. And one of the points this guy made, he's actually a really good bass player and I think DJ producer, and he says, well, there goes the middle class of the music world, and this could be sort of the same for the visual arts, possibly, at least as far as a lot of the commercial guys go. Now, I don't want to brag, but I saw the apocalypse coming 10 years ago when I got out. I was into the digital art and making a living at it as a artist, using my drawing skills and painting skills mostly were in the computer back then. To make a living and to make a bunch of art and to make a bunch of products and things, and that's all good. But what I saw when I started was 96, 97, just everything get faster and faster and faster and faster, more and more instantaneous. Like it used to be in the old days, you'd have to work for a while to get all this stuff out of a photo by hand using the rubber stamp tool. And now you just circle it and it's gone. Well, that was and those kinds of jobs absolutely suck. It's not what I ever like doing. I like doing creative stuff. But getting to my point, there was a job in the arts. There's still going to be jobs in the arts, but this is a thing. So tying this back to fine art. Now, what was my answer to what I saw 10 years back coming? And that was on top of all my frustration of having to perform commercial art for money all day long. That gets old. Anyway, my solution was to look at first of all, one of my big frustrations with being a commercial illustrator was that all of my work, I would put the same amount of care and intention into my work that I'm putting into this painting you see me doing now. The difference is it was ending up on a t-shirt or a mug or even a calendar or something. It just gets thrown away after a while, and I really want to invest myself in things that are more permanent. So that was one of my pressures or stresses. There's a lot we could do a whole video about that, which I won't get into, but I do want to get into what I saw coming. I already told you, but my solution was, I was thinking, well, there's painting, okay, and painting is real world. First of all, that's a big plus over computer or anything, okay. because this is where we live, the real world. The AI ain't coming here, and I've had friends say, "Oh yeah, the robot suits, dude." Yeah, and maybe they'll have a robot AI guy that can make paintings from paint. That's a ways down, okay. And I'm not that worried about that because what I'm into is creating a unique art object. It's We're all here on YouTube dealing and looking at the two-dimensional representation of that object. If I manage to do a blog post again, I've been very lazy there, but if I put it up on my blog, it'll be an image. There'll be an image, which is a screenshot of the video of me painting it. That's a two-dimensional image. And to a lot of people, that's the whole point. But the point of making a original painting is that I made everything on that painting by hand. I've used digital tools to help me as far as inspiration goes, and I will always do that as long as I can. But if you took those away, I just have to go find something pretty, maybe like Monet did, with his water lilies. He just had his own garden there, and he painted that. I could see doing that. You can make almost anything beautiful. The sunlight hitting the tomato plant, whatever. By the way, I like how this green works with the complementary red. I think that makes this pretty strong, and one of the reasons I wanted to share it with you. But getting back to my semi-rant or whatever, more of it's a solution, and a lot of you, if you're here because you're into painting, maybe you've already come to these sort of conclusions, or like so many other human beings, you're just attracted to painting. You think it's cool, and you want to do it yourself, and it's not easy. I have to say that working digitally is way easier. I mean, you have to undo. You have so many things you can do. You can have an underlay of your photo and work directly on top. When I first started, I tried to pull off paintings in the computer, and this was before I completely come to the idea of that the original is really where it's at. And I felt that in my heart. I felt that intuitively. It took a while for my reasoning mind to fully come to grips with it, and I think the rest of everyone else too, because there's always going to be people selling prints, making prints. I see someone at my art center, going about that like it's some sort of new idea. I made a print. I can make prints. It's so easy. Right here at my elbow is a $1,500 Canon printer that prints on rag paper. It makes prints that are, light fast for 75, 80 years. That means it's a life fast as any other watercolor painting. You know what I mean? Anyway, well, this is a rambly video, so hopefully you're here with me enjoying it. But the AI is a thing, and I say you can check out, if you click on my channel, there's an area for some live streams. You can see me playing a little bit with some of that technology for creating good reference photos. And I've had some massive epiphanies there, and I'm so interested in that. Because that, we got 1 minute left. So a friend of mine was talking about, sent me a wonderful painting he did. And he had, it was very close. There was just one thing that would have really improved it, which he did. And what's so amazing is like, oh, it would have been great if I'd seen that. And you know what happened to me just this week? And I don't know if I'll be sharing it on the channel, because I did a painting, and then I came in the next day and I'm pulling off the easel and I put it in a drying area, and it had all these vertical trees, and I took every single tree right off the top, and I'm thinking, well, that doesn't look right. So I had to put it on the easel, and I did video it, but because it was a lot of earth pigments being used, it looked really matte, so really hideous video. So I probably won't be sharing it. I wasn't actually even able to pull out a really good type of image out of it. Anyway, original's where it's at, man, and the struggle's real. Use the AI as a tool to help make better paintings, make better reference. You're still going to have to struggle to get it, make a good painting. I mean, I just did a drawing of a figure, and the photo was great, but my drawing wasn't That awesome. I eventually got it there. Anyway, until I come back with another video for edification and enjoyment, do me a favor, do me a solid. Take good care of yourself, your family, all your loved ones. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my painting here and listen to me ramble. And until I come back with another video, God bless you and your family. Fight the power.